Welcome back to another Brian's Action Figure Reviews. And after the positive response I got from Bullseye last week in the Marvel Legends community, especially on the UK page, I've decided to go ahead and the next couple of days you're going to see me review all the other figures from that wave, which was the Marvel Netflix wave with the Build-A-Figure Man-Thing, who will finish up the reviews near the end of the week. I'll review him also. So today I'm going to start out with the man himself who launched the Netflix shows, Matt Murdock, Daredevil. So I just want to say thanks first of all to everyone who messaged me and commented stuff about the review last week of Bullseye. As I said, he's probably the best version of Bullseye you're ever going to get, and I'm glad to have been told by one of the community members that I helped shape his purchase of him, so that's fantastic. So today I'm going to start out with Daredevil. So I don't have the boxes for these anymore, obviously, as I bought them a very long time ago and they went out in the rubbish. So you're going to have to make do with just the figure for today. So let's start with Daredevil. First off, Matt Murdock. We're going to start with the accessories. He comes with, you see the billy club in his hands, he comes with two of those. There's also one here in his billy club pouch. Is that right? I don't know. But they come out of there and slip into his hands. When they arrived first, they do, if you look at it, they do get a little bit bent out of shape if you're not careful. So you can either heat them up or whatever and keep them bent yourself to, it's so wrong, keep them bent yourself to get them back into shape. So he comes with the two of those. Obviously he comes with a Build-A-Figure part for the Man-Thing. That sounds wrong as well. And he also comes with two fist arms, two fist hands, closed fists, if you want to have him mimic his dad and be boxer Daredevil, old Jack Murdock I think it was. But from what I kept the open hands because I obviously want him to have the clubs so he can smash Wilson Fisk when he eventually comes out next year, and you can get him into some pretty dynamic poses. So let's move on. I'll take these out for the next part of the review. Sorry, Daredevil. Let's go with the articulation. You all know the drill by now. So ankles, they're rocker ankles. They go every which way you could want them to. He's got double jointed knees. Alright, shake him up there. He's got thigh swivels. So legs go out this far, almost the splits. Straighten that up. Pretty good range of motion there. They go up this far and backwards. They go a good bit backwards as well when you include the knee joint as well. So he's got torso rotation. He's got an ab crunch. Let's stand him up and I'll show you how far that goes now. So he can look down, he can see his feet if he wasn't blind. And he can look not much back. You can say, oh, my back. He can do that pose pretty well. But arms, his wrists go all around in circles. And they go in and out as well. Standard Marvel Legends. Elbows go in a bit. They're not really that hindered either by the biceps. So you can get a nice bit of range on those. Shoulders, there is a bicep swivel as well. Shoulders go all the way out. They go all the way around as well. Very good rotation on that there. And then go in and out obviously. So the head, it can look it's just on a peg. It can't look that much up or down. It can go all the way around obviously. But like even if you look there is a little, if you can see, there is a little, it should move in a bit more. I don't want to force it obviously because I don't want to end up breaking him. Paint wise, you've got all the details there, the red and the black. They've done it really well. It's like I don't see any paint splash or any of that stuff anywhere. It's all done pretty well. The figure, there's something about this figure that I just can't put my finger on, if that's right. Like, he is sculpted really well all around. The outfit is sculpted. He's got all little bumps and things around him. It's painted really well. It's articulated really well. I don't know though. There's something that's just off about it. It doesn't feel the plastic or whatever. It feels different to all the other Marvel Legends figures. I don't know why, even because like here beside me, I have Blade, and he feels like a normal Marvel Legend, but it's just, I don't know what way they painted him or what way it was sculpted. It just feels like it's from a different line. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't get it why. Like, because I do like this figure, but I would probably rather myself. And he looks very like the movie Daredevil as well. I like the figure, but there's something off about him that I can't put my finger on. He's very vanilla, very boring figure. But then again, I would have rathered, and this figure's out a year now, I would have rathered the black costume Daredevil that he first shows up in the TV show. But fair play to them for doing this, and they've since done a repaint with an extra head, unmasked head in a Defenders box set that came out for SDCC, I think. And I think it still has the same body, just the actor's likeness on the other head. If you're like, I prefer the comic style Daredevil figure. I don't have it yet, but if I was to pick up a Daredevil in the morning and there were two of them standing in front of me, it would be, I'd leave this one behind. But that's just personal preference, and I know you're watching my review to get a review, I suppose. So for me, this Daredevil, there's nothing wrong with it. Right, let's get that right. Let's get that straight. There's no major problems with it. It just feels off. It doesn't excite me. It doesn't jump out of the shelf from you. Maybe that's to do. And this constant, like, look, the way the head is sitting, it constantly looks like he's looking down. Unless you put that back, and that just looks unnatural. His head could be way better done. I don't know. So for me, verdict on Daredevil is, it's very average, but it's good to have him in this costume, I suppose, and that's something. So I will have this up on Saturday, I think, and after that, for the next couple of days, we'll have the likes of these guys going up too as well. Just to compare him with other stuff, this is a synthetic human who is very weird. Hello. Give me a sec and I will get you something else. Here is Marvel Legends Vision. About the same size. Vision's a bit bigger, but Vision even has that better sheeny plastic on him. But yeah, here's a WWE Elite figure from Mattel, a woman figure, and she's even bigger than him. So that's my review of Daredevil. Make sure to check out Marvel Legends Community.co.uk, Marvel Legends Community UK on Facebook, and the Daily Dark Action Figure Collectors page UK also on Facebook. And check out comicandcocktails.co.uk and capoutties.co.uk, who I get most of my stuff off of. They're a great bunch there. Natalie with Comic and Cocktails, and Adam Rose with Capow Ties. Get onto those guys on Facebook if you're looking for anything. NECA, Marvel, Storm, you got it, they have it. You name it, they got it. So yeah, thanks for checking out my review, and make sure to stay tuned for the next couple of days. Subscribe, leave a comment, because that draws so much attention to the page as well, and likes and what have you. And check out my Instagram. All will be linked in the description below. Thanks, and come again.